Alright guys, welcome to McKola TV. So Marcos Rojo has been in the headlines today and it's believed he will be staying at Manchester United. It's believed several clubs have been after him, Valencia being reported to be one of those clubs and various other teams as well. And his agent has been saying that these clubs are interested but Manchester United are happy to keep a hold of Marcos Rojo and keep him in that squad. And obviously Jose Mourinho is saying these things about a lot of players as well. He's happy with his squad. We've got competition for places. I've got a graphic which I'll show later on in the video of just how much competition for places we have in this squad. It's a fantastic time to be a Manchester United fan. In each position we have good players, quality cover. You look at left back, Luke Shaw, and that's where Marcos Rojo will be looking to get opportunities. Maybe when Luke Shaw needs rested or is suspended or injured, what have you. Hopefully not injured. Marcos Rojo will look to cover there, and he can also play at centre half as well. Now obviously under Louis van Gaal last season he didn't look the greatest. He was very rash, giving the ball away a lot of times, missed time challenges. Now he's the kind of player that plays with his heart on his sleeve, a typical Argentinian defender. The fans took to him. I like him. I think he can be a useful player to have. Obviously, whether that's at centre half, left back, I think he's better at left back because then when he's diving in and stuff, it's not going to be as costly. But I think he has something about him, and I think he could be a very, very useful player to have in this squad. Marcos Rojo, will he stay? Will he go? It's looking like he's going to stay, and the move is a no-go. Are you guys happy about that? What do you think about Marcos Rojo? Do you think his recent form is a sign of the player that he is, or do you think he can overcome that and show? Because he's shown glimpses of how good he can be for Manchester United. Obviously, he's a passionate player. He's got great pace to him as well for a defender. He can attack well. He can obviously aerially, he's okay. Marking a player, but marking's where maybe questions come into it. Yeah, he can be very rash, as I said. He gets really tight to a player, so he can easily get turned. He dives in a lot, so he's obviously caught out of position a lot as well. But I think when he's on it, when the team's playing well, I think he's a useful player to have, useful player to call up, to back up to Luke Shaw, and obviously at centre half as well if we're to have any injuries. And if he wants to stay, I'd love Marcos Rojo to stay because I like him. As I've said a lot, I know a lot of you guys are going to say he's so shit, get rid of him, but I think he's something to work with there. You see what Jose Mourinho has done with Antonio Valencia, Marouane Fellaini. He's been getting the best out of those players, and Marcos Rojo is another one that has been written off at Manchester United, and maybe given an opportunity, given an arm around his shoulder, he can prove himself again. So guys, get your comments in below, and as I promised as well, we're going to look at a graphic of the squad. Now look at this graphic of the squad. That has so much quality in it. Now I'd argue that Mata Mkhitaryan should be in that position where Wayne Rooney seems to be hugging on his own, but you obviously have your own opinions about that. But in each position we have quality. Martial, Memphis, Ashley Young in one position. They can all play in that left hand side. Then of course you've got Mata, Mickey T, Jesse Lingard, who can play on the right or play in the middle in that number 10 position and provide competition to Wayne Rooney's spot. Rashford and Zlatan. We've got that old experienced head in Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and then that young whippersnapper coming up behind him who can learn so much from Zlatan and also provide so much to Manchester United, as we saw against Hull. Then in the midfield, how long has it been since we've had this much quality for competition, for spaces as well? Herrera, Schneiderlin, Carrick, Fellaini, who seems to have come good, and Paul Pogba. So much quality in those areas. And that's before we get to the defence. We see we've got 4 centre halves. Now obviously question marks over Phil Jones, but Bailly and Blind are looking quality. Bailly and Blind alongside each other are complementing each other so well. Blind's reading of the game is excellent. And Chris Smalling, who's been phenomenal for Manchester United in the last 18 to 24 months, hasn't had a sniff yet. Obviously he's had his suspensions, injuries, what have you, but he'll be looking for a time to play and he'll be providing competition to those places. Left back Antonio Valencia is now a beast. Darmian showed what he could do in the earlier parts of last season. Luke Shaw and Rojo, as we mentioned. It's such a good squad at the moment, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. Hopefully we don't suffer many, if any, injuries. And I've mentioned all of that squad without mentioning one player. Timothy Fosu fucking Mensah. He's going to be a huge player to have as well this season. But guys, Thank you for joining us today. Get your thoughts in below on Marcos Rojo, the squad, and of course, Timothy Mensah, if you love him as much as I do. Anyway, guys, I've been Adam McKola. This has been Adam McKola TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 25k on the subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. See you later.